Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews today.
Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Yeah. And this is coming in. This is coming in at 9.75 ABV. So this is pretty potent one here. This is the Imperial version of it. Yesterday's wasn't quite that hoppy. I mean, not quite hoppy. Not that quite that potent in the ABV. And I forgot to mention yesterday's beer. It was rather pricey. If I can get my tongue to work. It was a rather pricey beer. I bought that in Nashville when I was down there, and it was like, that one was like $5.75 for that bottle, and this one is like $6.75. These are 12-ounce bottles, so they're very expensive to come by, and not a lot of people want to spend as much or more for one 12-ounce bottle as they can buy a whole 6-pack, or maybe even a 12-pack. I mean, you can buy a 12-pack for what this costs. So I mean, they're damn expensive. They are. They're a treat. It's not something you're going to drink every day. You probably want to sip on it when it costs that kind of money. But still, I mean, they are delightful beers to try. A lot of people say, how do you afford that? I don't, you know, it is an expensive hobby to have. It's really easy to spend $35 to $50 a week on, depending on what you're reviewing. So, and it's not like I'm, drinking 5 or 6 of these every night, and they're all expensive beers. I'm not. So that's how, when you look at it and you're spending between $2 and $3 or $3.50 for one, and you're doing one a day, it's not that bad. But as you see me do the beer runs and everything, some of those beers are rather pricey, and some of them stay in the fridge quite a long time. And even like the Utopias, people, say, when are you going to review that? I mean, it's really hard for me to crack a seal on a beer that's $150 a bottle or more. So I like looking at it for a little while, if you know what I mean, guys. And I'm flapping my gums here on this one, running way long on it, so I'm going to make this fairly quick. Like I said, this is brewed by Mikkeller. The last one yesterday was out of Denmark, where he had it brewed. He's a vagabond brewer. This one actually was brewed in it's a Brewdog breweries in Scotland. Rotating schedule on this, so evidently he was brewed this more than once or plans to. The beer is heavily hopped with Hercules. I've never heard of that kind of hops before. Centennial, Warrior, Amarillo, Simcoe, and Columbus. I've heard of all the rest, and I'm growing some of those. The food pairing for this cuisine, barbecue, and the cheeses are the peppery Monterey, the pepper jack, blue, sharp. Even your more pungent cheeses like Gorgonzola, Lemberger. The meat for this is game and grilled meat and salmon. Glassware is a snifter, the pint glass, oversized wine glass, tulip. I got the Duval glass here, guys. And this beer shouldn't be selling for expended beers, but it is almost a 10%. So it will keep for a little while, but the hop characteristics will diminish. So let's get this in the glass. I flatten my gums for about a minute or so there. Rambling on and on and on. We're going to get this all in the glass here, and I'm going to rush this through a little bit, but I hate to. This is a $7 beer, so $6.75. I really shouldn't be rushing it, should I? I mean, that costs as much as some 12 packs of the macro lager. I mean, there might be some 24 packs you can buy for that. I don't know. Wow. This is a fairly cloudy beer. A lot of the Imperials are, because of the grain bill that they use. They use so much grain to get the alcohol up there. So, unless they filter it, and I don't know if this is a filtered beer. Let me look at the bottom of the bottle. It's got a nice sediment on the bottom of the bottle there, so I don't think it's a filtered beer. So it's got a lot of stuff in there, which a lot of people think when you filter the beer, you take a lot of the taste out of it. It makes it more clear, but you're taking all the stuff in there that gives it the flavor. So some people like the unfiltered beer. So I'm rambling on again, I guess. Wow. That's got a big, strong nose. A lot of alcohol on that nose. A lot of grapefruit too. I think he likes using he like doing a little bit of the Belgian with the grapefruit stuff, but I think he likes the West Coast style of the hops there with the piney and the big hop presence. Well, a lot of lighter fruit there, tropical mango, oranges. But the alcohol is definitely there, man. This is almost 10%, and that's usually the drawback to me. Once the beers get up around 10%, they get so boozy that they're a little too strong on my palate, even as the last beer of the evening, especially not the first beer of the evening, but even on the last beer, it can be boozy. And this one's a little on the stronger side, so guys, cheers. Let's take a big one on this one. The taste is just like the nose. Grapefruity. Man, it's not a burning alcohol, but it's got a strong alcohol presence on the nose. And like I said, I didn't see a date, and I had a gold cap on that, and there wasn't nothing digitized on the top there. And I don't see anything written on the label about a date, so that was the only drawback from a lot of the brews. They still hadn't come up to getting a date on it, and I'm gonna keep harping about it though. So y'all probably get tired of hearing me say it, but need a damn date, guys. That's a wonderful beer. He does some really good stuff, and this is a little easier on the palate than a lot of them. But it is still got a boozy presence here. But it's got a very nice hop presence there. Wow. If you're a hophead, you're going to love this one too. And if you're an Imperial kind of guy that likes the Imperial ales, the Imperial IPAs and the Imperial Pale Ales, and just Imperial beers, you know, the higher alcohol beers, 9, 10, 11, 12%ers, you're probably going to like this, because this is going to get you there express lane. 10%, one of these will probably catch you the buzz, and two of them, if you're driving, you might be looking at the end of that flashlight. So guys, break this one at the house. The biggest downgrade is a very potent beer. Over here, right out of the fridge, 40 degrees, and it's probably only going to get better as it warms up. So this bottle, I paid retail for because I bought it in Asheboro, not in the cellar, and it was $6.75 for a 12-ounce bottle. So that makes it out of reach for most people. It really does. So that's the biggest fault. Nobody's going to try that beer for $6.75 unless they're money bags, and a lot of people ask me that. Are you money bags? How come you can afford that kind of beer? It's all because I'm doing the reviews. Normally, I mean, if I was paying that much for one beer, I would have one of these a week if I wasn't doing this. So, guys, very expensive beer, very tasty beer. If you can get it across the pond, a lot less than this, it'd be a wonderful beer to be drinking. But paying that much for a 12-ounce bottle, you can buy a West Coast style beer for much less. And if you're on the West Coast, it's going to be a whole lot less. So, guys, final chug. Wow. That is a delicious beer. It is an A beer. It would be an A+ beer if it wasn't so damn expensive. So that is a downgrade on this one. No date and being so expensive. $6.75 for one beer is outrageous. Most people that I know will not pay that. So it's going to get a 9 on the scale, but only because of the cost and the date. If it had, if it was $1.50 to $2 less than that, I would probably not downgrade it for that. But being a $6.75 beer, that's pretty damn expensive. So nobody wants to pay $7 for one bottle of beer. Nobody that I know anyway, but there may be some people out there. Donald Trump may pay that for his beers, but I'm not sure. I'm no Donald Trump, so I guarantee you that. Guys, Rate Beer has this at 99 overall and a 97 in style, so they're pretty damn impressed with it. And Beer Advocate comes up with a B+. So somebody there is not too impressed with it. Impressed enough with it to give it a B, so I'm going to do a little bit better than that and give it to 9, which is an A. Good beer, very damn expensive. So guys, if you've had this or you've seen it, you want to give it a try, Imperial IPA, very damn tasty. Excellent beer. too damn expensive. That's the bottom line there. Guys, as always, rate, comment, subscribe. I may be running along on this one. Come back tomorrow. We're going to look in the fridge. See you then.